serial killer. And I have another one hiding out in my house, eating the salad. All right. Close to the same color. It's stupid to think that I can go back.
They're not so close in color. Maybe add a little more of the rustic pink to that one too.
Well, I know a lot about wanting things that you can't have. Wish somewhere along the line I'd learned to take no for an answer. Would have made my life a lot easier.
But you didn't. I'll take that one.
Well, it's just who I am. And something tells me that you might be kind of the same way.
This is the dusty rose.
Maybe that's the one thing we have in common.
Wish that one was a little more purple. Maybe what I'll do is here is lavender. Maybe we'll add some lavender to that one and make it a little more purple.
I can't believe I'm eating food you made.
Smells bad though, right?
Oh! Holy crap! How'd you get that far away? Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kimberly and I thought today that we would make I want to make this little jar for the gal who grooms my puppy. She does such a beautiful job on her and I just love it, and she treats Maisie so good and everything. And so I wanted to make her this jar just to let her know how much we appreciate her. So I want to do the paw pads, the pads of the paw. I'll get it. Let me untwist my tongue for a second. Black. And I've already mixed up my black and run it through my vacuum chamber. And then the rest of the jar I want to do a pretty pink, because the name of her little the name of her business, excuse me, is Pink Poodle Paws. And I just think that's so cute. So we're going to make her a pink poodle paw. So anyway, and I have these two also, so I thought we would just go ahead and do these up too. I don't know if a lot of people don't use keychains anymore, but she could hang them from something else, or maybe we could make a purse charm out of them or something. But anyway, so we're going to pour these with the black. I'm going to try really hard not to overfill them so I don't make a mess. Try to pour it in there slow too so that we don't get any bubbles coming up. Hey, looky there. I actually did a pretty good job without making too big of a mess. Alright, I don't know if I should have enough to do this. Should anyway. We're going to need a whole lot in these. They're just super tiny. Okay, get a dotting tool. See if we can move it around in there. I mixed up 1 ounce of the Let's Resin epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Oh, we got something right there. Hair or something. Imagine that. So my original plan was to pour it so it was, oh look, another hair. So you could see through it. but I decided that I would rather have a more of an opaque color, and I'm going to use mica powders. The last time I tried to pour it with just alcohol inks, it just didn't look good. It's, you know, it's just, it's not an expensive mold or anything. It's just a cheapy one. I love the one that everybody uses. It's from Into Resin, but I can't afford Into Resin molds. I wish I could, but I can't. They're beautiful, and the poodle or the paw one is just gorgeous. But like I said, I just can't afford those molds. So just kind of fix this a little. Make sure we don't have any. We should be okay with this one. All right, well, we're going to let this cure up, and then we will come back to do the pink part. See you soon. Okay, we're back. So, these are cured up. Got the resin mixed up here. Still using the Let's Resin epoxy resin. And I want to do it. This is a pigment paste Baltic Day, and this one's called Cloud Dancer. And then this is Baltic Day, their mica powder, and this one's Sparkling Pearls. So I want to kind of do it in a marbling effect. I just haven't decided if I want to leave some clear and put some clear in there too. I think I might. I don't want as much white. I want mostly pink in it, because it is supposed to be a pink paw, you know. So we're just going to divvy this up in some cups. I'm wondering if I should, since I'm going to make more pink, I'll leave the pink in here just so that I don't have to worry about it bubbling over in my vacuum chamber. So clean this out. Yes, you are. Okay, so we're going to do the pink. I think I'm going to do less. So this will be my white and my clear. It's about the same amount. I've never used this before, this pink. So we're going to see how dark it is. All right, not getting the consistent or the color I want with that. So I am going to add some of this. Is Baltic Day, and it's called Tropical Fruit. So I'm going to add some of this to it just to see if that'll help it out a little. That looks like a better color right there. Let's see what it looks like on the stick. Should have picked a different color spatula to use. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like that color. All right, I do want to add some crushed crystal to it because I want it to be sparkly. Just a tad. You know, with crushed crystal, you don't need much. Sorry, I don't know. My chair keeps sliding back, so I keep getting out of the... I think I meant, well, I don't know. Kind of see the crystal in there. I better hurry. That's starting to get a tad bit warm. Quit farting around with that one. Okay, and then we're going to add our white to this one. It's not white white. Come on. It's kind of a goldy color. That'll be all right though. That might be really pretty with the pink. Even though it's gold, I wasn't expecting it to be gold, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to run and throw these in the vacuum chamber, and I will be right back. All right. So, I want to... hair. Get some alcohol down in there so I can rub it around. All right. Make some room. Gotta have room. All right. I think I'm just gonna go from the top here, and it'll eventually. What we got right there. Okay. A little more pink in there since we want mostly pink. Oh yeah, that gold's gonna be good with that pink. I'm hoping as that runs down the side, it'll just kind of hang on to the colors. I don't know. I've never done it this way. I just thought we'd try. If we don't like the way it turns out, we'll just pour it again. Why not? The other one I made, the top turned out terrible. So I just thought, well, I'll just keep the base. And I can just, you know, put things in it for down here. For in my room. Tip it off a little bit more there. What's that? Then I gotta run something under the lip here because we've got lots of air under there. Get this closer to me for a second so I can see the top there without sticking my head in the way. All right, spill it. I kind of want to let it tap out. Some of these bubbles come to the surface, if there is any. All right. Can't tell if that's domed or not. And I don't think it needs to be really domed, because I think the last one I did, I'm just going to dump a little bit of clear at the top here. That should get it domed up good. See if I can get a, I just don't want any bubbles along that lip. All right, I'm gonna set this over here, out of the way. All right, let's work on this piece now. Not exactly sure how to do this one. Kind of just want it to flow out, kind of like that one was, where, so I don't have like, yeah, maybe that's not gonna work. One thing I don't like about this lid is it is so, the edge of it's so thin that, I don't know, it, this doesn't give you a good, I don't know. It's just almost too thin for a lid. I'm going to kind of stir this up a little. No, I don't want that color. Let's put a little bit of clear in here to see if we can make sure it's domed good. Set it out of the way. All right, I don't know. Hopefully we'll have enough for this. We should have. That'll work. All right, let's see what we have left of this. I should have been spraying these, but I didn't. I'm gonna hit this with my heat gun for a sec. Just to make it a little more runny, because it was getting kind of thick down in there. So is this one. It just makes it a little easier for me to pour. Whether I should be doing it or not, I don't know. It doesn't ever seem to hurt anything I do, but I don't know. I know that it starts the curing process faster, but if I'm getting ready for it to be cured anyway, I don't care. As long as it comes out easier, that's all I care. Okay. Give that a little stir around my edges. I hate it when that starts spraying like that. It don't spray good. Okay. I'm going to get these over on the curing mat. Get them cured up. And then I will be back for the demold. Okay, these are all cured up. Let's see what they look like. Let's get these ones out first. A couple little tiny bubbles. It turned out fun, the crackle look in it. See if we get okay on this. Yeah, that looks pretty cute. A lot better than the last one I did. You have a couple little tiny bubbles there. Not bad. Jeez, can't get a hold of anything. Ooh. Ooh, I like the way the marbling went on that. That's pretty. That looks cute, but the marbling on the side turned out really good. Glad I used the one I did. Looks good. Okay. Just got to do a little trimming on the bottom and the top of here. But other than that, I think it turned out pretty good. Looks cute. Cute, cute. All right, let me grab some keychain stuff and we'll get these made up. Okay. See if I have a jump rings. We're gonna have to go through that. I should have. You always want to move these out, not, don't pull them apart like that. It'll weaken your, oh my gosh, I can't hold on to it today. See if I can do this a different way. Anyway, pulling it out like that will weaken it down in here and it'll break. Keep a hold of it here. Oh, that one's not going to be big enough for that. All right. I'll have to figure something else out for that because this is the biggest I have. So, that's a little. So this one we probably won't be able to do right now because I don't have one big enough for that. But we can put a tassel on this one. Which one looks better with it? The dark or the light? With that one too. Excuse me, my throat is being obnoxious this morning. That one looks better. Alright, that's all it takes for that. You just put a little keychain on there. You might need to, I should have done that before I put that on there, but that's okay. Might need to take that down a little. That's still kind of sharpish. But anyway, I will get these finished up. There's not anything really to do to finish them up. Just clean up the bottom of this mostly, and I will get you some pictures for the end. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And it helps out my channel immensely. So anyway, until next time, don't forget, always embrace your chaos. Thanks, guys. Love you.